Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goebel and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube. We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. Thanks to our other great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby.
Welcome to MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
MCS TV and Madison County School Sports.com present your look at local school sports. Oh, there you go. You got time. Go right. Goes up and under, nice
Welcome back to MadisonCountySchoolSports.com. I'm Samantha Burford. We're here at Jack Burford Chevrolet. They're our official coaches sponsor, and today I am here with Coach Shane Buttry. He is the head coach of the Madison Southern Eagles. Congratulations, Coach, on a great season.
I appreciate it. I think we had a good season. I really do.
You really do. Mm-hmm. Of course you do, because it was.
Yeah, it was.
That's just some excitement that I'm throwing in there to get us started right off.
That's right. That's right.
So overall, let's talk about the season.
All right.
I mean, you started out, and what are your thoughts from the beginning of the season when you start playing, school's in session, and you move into the tournament time?
Well, we had, high expectations all year, and we challenged the guys. We put together a pretty tough schedule. I think we played 8 games against teams that were ranked. And,
right.
And, we were toe-to-toe with everybody. We come up just short of a few of our goals, but we were really a respectful team. We brought a lot of respect to our program, and those seniors, they went out in a good way. I mean, I know we didn't win that regional game or win that district championship game, but we were right there.
You went down fighting. That is for sure, especially in that district game.
Yeah, that was one bounce, one possession, one defensive stop, one anything.
It really could have gone either way.
It could have, and we just some things we just didn't do right throughout the course of the game, not just the end.
But it really was a defense game.
Yeah, it was. That was the best defense we played all year.
Yeah.
And, the day after when we went to the regional draw, Coach Feldhouse was up there, and he said, if you play defense like that, he said, you can win the region. Mm-hmm. And, we drew the best team in the region, and we did about knock them off.
Yeah.
And we had about a 2-minute stretch in that regional tournament game where we threw the ball away about 3 times, and they scored 6 points. And
they scored off of you, yeah.
They did, and
then they kept scoring off the free throws.
They did.
They hit a number of those.
They hit a lot, and that was kind of a all-season thing. I don't know what the totals were.
In case people don't remember, it was Dunbar.
Yeah, it was Dunbar.
We didn't mention the team, but I want to throw that out there.
No.
Pretty important.
Yeah, they did win the state championship last time I checked. But we played them tough, and I think maybe the first quarter or something, they probably didn't respect us a whole lot. They probably looked ahead a little bit. But after that first quarter and going into halftime, I know they knew that we were for real and that we could play with them.
Right.
Anybody that looked at our schedule saw that we'd played Male and Catholic and Central twice, and North Laurel and all those teams that can play. We hung with everybody.
Right.
We had one game, Lexington Catholic, where we were going to play on that big floor, and I was wanting to do that. But we got over there, and they're like, we're going to play on the small floor, and they pressed us, and we threw the ball away a lot, and they got up on us by about 25, but we cut it down and lost by like 13 or 14. But that was the only game, that in Louisville Male, that we were really getting beat pretty bad. But even in the male game, we played them even in the second half.
Yeah.
So, but we had a team like we had to play that type of competition to get used to playing a Dunbar and a Central and some of those guys, and it almost paid off. It really did.
You guys have never had the easy schedule.
No.
I mean, you guys go right at it.
We do.
If you're going to play in the region, you got to go ahead and.
Yeah, we're in the 11th region, and that's tough. And
tough.
We've had 3 teams drop us this year.
You did.
Yes, I'm working on the schedule, and this team, and this team are like, well, 2 of them said we're going to drop and pick up in a few years, and then one of them's kind of like, just ignored me, saying, well, we don't have enough dates, and then all of a sudden they send one out to the entire state and go, hey, we need games. And I'm like, okay, which one did you need? And they never respond.
Then they don't respond.
Yeah, so that's 3 games that won't be on our schedule, so we're going to pick somebody up, and it's not like we can just schedule who we want. The other team has to agree to it, and the really, really talented, good teams, they love to play us because they know we're going to play, right with them, and it's going to be a battle. And Henry Clay today, Daniel Brown was like, hey, if you need a game, let's play. And, most teams that are really good like to play us, and we like to play them too. But you also got to throw in a mixture of some games too. But we felt like we could play with anybody, and we did. We played with anybody this year, and that was a good sign. I mean, we were a really good team.
Yes, you were, and loaded with seniors.
Yeah, that's good and bad.
Yeah,
because they have to leave.
Yeah.
But
6, right?
No, there were 5.
There were 5.
There were 5, and they were a good group. They were playing varsity. A couple of them when they were freshmen, and those 5 were playing some varsity minutes when they were sophomores. And I've looked back on some tapes and stuff, and mainly from your guys when you taped it, and looking at how they looked when they were sophomores. And I'm like, oh my goodness, they were physically just nothing like that.
Young
now.
men.
Yeah, they were.
Built
when Tanner and them were
differently.
sophomores, Michael Jefferson and Caleb were freshmen, and they looked like 6th graders. I mean, their bodies were and they just looked so young. And I'm like, wow, they've really matured. And worked and done all those things that it takes to be a varsity level basketball player.
Right, muscle.
Yes.
Muscle, and they get a little taller.
Yeah, thank goodness they get taller.
Get a little taller. Okay, you had to be surprised by that model game.
I was. Model played really
That went
good
into
against
overtime.
us. It did, and we gave up 80-some points to them, and not taking anything away from the Ephraim guy. He played played great, and we fouled too much, and we had a few guys that just were just like Tanner wouldn't even want to play. He was on the end of the bench. We didn't start him. We're like, well, we're going to try not to play him, but we had to play him, and he was on bum ankle. But that was the only game I can look back and go, well, that was
We should have won that one.
Yeah, but give them credit. They hit shots, and we made runs, and they would hit shots, and then
it went back and forth.
it did.
Forever.
At the end of the year, though, I said, well, we gave up 86 points to Model, and we gave up 42 to Central. I mean, that just shows you if we really wanted to, and capable, we could defensively, we could easily won 25 games. Now, had we made free throws this year, we shot 57% from the free throw line, which is not very good. We did a little figuring one day after practice, and if we had shot just like 65%, we'd won 23, 24 games. Because we had some games, we had games where we missed 17 free throws and lost by 1. 2 games. And I mean, that kills you. It just absolutely kills you.
So I'm guessing next season, I know what they'll be working on.
Well, we made it an emphasis this year because we had lost to Central District. We missed 14 the year before. But we just had games where we didn't hit them, games we did. I mean, it was just, and I think it was in their mind so much that if somebody got up there and missed the first 2 or 3, everybody started going, oh no, oh gosh. But if somebody hit their first 3 or 2 and we started out 4 for 4, then I think everybody was like, hey.
It really mentally is.
It is. It's
challenging.
It's more mental than anything because in practice we charred them and we shot about 72% in practice. Same goal, same distance, but the lights aren't as bright. It's the game day. It's different.
Maybe it makes a difference with the crowd noise.
It does. It does.
Adrenaline.
Yep. So it is what it is. But there's one thing we've learned is that free throws can really change the whole outcome of your record, a game, and everything.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. So let's talk about your seniors.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Well, we lose 5 of them, like we said. Tanner Kidwell, who's here, he's one of the hardest workers I've ever I mean,
He's been with you for a long time.
he has. He played as a freshman on the varsity, and and I remember watching him in middle school. And he just absolutely works hard. I mean, there's no time he takes off. If he's injured, he's playing hard. It doesn't matter. He's in practice. He's playing hard. I mean, he does not take any plays off, and you can't say that for everybody anymore. And he's going to be missed, especially transition, defensive end of the floor, and just his hustle and his heart.
You know what? That is the one thing I used to say all the time is how much he would hustle.
Yes.
It didn't matter which end of the floor.
No, it didn't. And no disrespect to anybody else, but if you had 5 guys out there playing that hard, I mean, just going as hard as you can. That was just his personality. I mean, that's just the way he played, and he always gave everything he had, and we're very appreciative of that. Now, like I said, I've been doing this a while, and he's one of the top, hardest workers I ever had, easily, no doubt about it.
You hope you get more of those into the pipeline.
Well, that's what you hope when they're seniors, that the young guys are watching them and
Yes.
saying, "Hey, look how hard this guy plays," and our whole team plays hard.
Right.
They really do. I mean, I get compliments on that all the time, but Tanner just, he just.
It's just like a
always-
step up.
It is. I mean, it's crazy. If there's a loose ball, he's going to get it, no matter
Yeah.
where he comes from. He's going to do it.
Yeah, if he's on the other side.
He is
of the
I can remember
court,
many
he's coming.
games, especially his junior year, when, like against Montgomery, they threw a long pass and their guy wasn't there, and Tanner outran everybody on the floor to get it, come back down. We almost beat them right there at the very end.
Yeah.
So that's you gotta have those guys.
That's just something that I think you're born with.
It is. It's gotta
Yeah.
be. And a lot of people aren't born with that.
Right.
But the ones that are, you hope you have a whole team full of them.
Right.
So.
And he loves basketball, but his other love is soccer.
Yeah,
So-
he when I'd go watch him play soccer, I'd just pray he wasn't gonna get hurt, because he's all over the place and he's going crazy, and I'm like, gosh,
Yeah.
don't get hurt,
That's a lot of running.
It
so you
is.
knew he was going to be in good
He
shape.
he never said, take me out. He never gave us a sign in 4 years of, hey, take me out. But sometimes I knew you play that hard, you have to get tired.
Yes.
And there was times I'd be like, you need a break, you need out. No, but I knew he was about to die. But
Yeah, he couldn't catch his breath.
we didn't take him out often.
Didn't that just happen in the NCAA championship game?
Yeah.
That one kid was like, take me out, take me
Yeah,
out.
he was.
And they were like, no, get back in there.
Stay in, that's right.
So see, you had
Yep.
you had somebody on your team that didn't even do that.
He didn't want to come out.
No,
Ever. Summer
ever.
games, scrimmages, didn't matter. He didn't want to come out.
Yeah. All right, who's next?
Akash Patel, he was a big kid for us that, I tell you what, he battled injuries his whole career.
Oh, yeah.
His freshman year, I can't remember what it was. He was in a parking lot just playing around, passing football, and hurt his knee, ended up having to have like ACL surgery or MCL or both or whatever it was. And then sophomore year didn't even come out because he was still injured.
Yeah.
And in his junior year, he played a lot of JV and a little bit of varsity. And then this year we're running conditioning, and he hurts his ankle 2 or 3 times, and a high ankle sprain is as bad as a break, and he was out for 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Then, he went with his family over to India and was with them for a while. He gets back.
I know, because
Turned
we
his
were all
ankle
like,
again.
where did he go?
Yeah.
He's not sitting on the bench
No.
over there. We didn't know if he'd quit or what had happened.
No, he had went to see his family.
Yeah.
Then when he got back, he hurt his ankle again a little bit, and it just continued. And I hated
Yeah.
it for him because, it
It's a
kept him from
constant
getting in shape.
battle,
And,
yeah.
and he's such a wonderful kid.
Yeah.
And he was a good player. He could shoot the ball, and he did.
He's big.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
6'3", 2, whatever.
You don't
he
want
is.
him running up against you.
And he's a great kid, just like all of our seniors were. Then we have Brandon Sargent, who was a shooter off the bench, and he's going to be missed.
He's like everybody's favorite.
Yeah, he is,
Yeah.
because he gives it his all, and,
Yeah.
and he's just one of those timely guys. He's in the right spot, and if they help off of him, he's wide open. He
Yeah.
just when he gets hot, he was just nothing but net.
Yes.
He was always on fire. And
Yes.
a lot of them called him Money because he was money because he'd hit shots. And
That's a good nickname.
yeah, that's a good
Now,
nickname
I
for
guess
him.
he would like that too, maybe.
I think he does. I
Okay,
think he
okay.
does.
I would think so.
You can be called a lot worse than that, so I'm
That's
sure he
true.
liked that.
That's true.
But he did a good job for us, and you always got to have that guy that can knock down shots. I don't care if it's NBA, Olympic
Yeah.
team. There for a while, our Olympic team couldn't shoot, and
Yeah.
you've got to have a guy that can shoot it. I don't
Yeah.
care.
And he wasn't afraid to shoot it.
No, he was not afraid
Yeah.
to shoot it. He would fire it up there because he had a confidence that he would hit shots. And then Stacy Burns, he had a solid year. I've never had a kid that had more injuries than Stacy.
Really?
He's had foot, ankle, a couple of concussions. He's been in the hospital 2 or 3 times with stitches in his eye.
Yeah.
Never had a kid that injured.
In all your years.
Never. I felt so bad for him.
Yeah.
It was awful. And then against Garrett, he had a bad foot early in the year, really bad. And I guess Garrett, he'd really been playing well the few games before that, and then a kid come up and just elbowed him and hit him in the head. And he had to go to the hospital, and he had a concussion. Then we're in practice one day, and I think Tanner and he just went after a loose ball, and Tanner pops up, Stacy rolls over, and I'm like, oh no, there's blood all over his eye. And he had to go get stitches again, and I text his family or whatever and say, well, you're not going to believe this, but he's back in the emergency
He's like got a
room.
bullseye on his back.
Yeah, I hated it because
Yeah.
I've never seen somebody injured that much, and I would go home thinking, gosh, I can't believe he's going to come back out tomorrow because all these injuries, who wants to go through all that?
Again, and take another chance
That's right.
at it.
It was crazy, but he had a good 4 years for us. He and Tanner scored 1,000 points in their career.
Yes, they're in that club.
And then Griffin Gabbard really came on this year. He 6'2", 6'3", had to play inside. Had he been able to play the 4 spot, he'd have been so much better suited for a 4, but we had to play him at the 5.
Yeah.
But he set a record.
He knew his role, I think.
He did.
Yeah, he played it well.
He was a big-time rebounder, and he came on a lot his junior year at the end, and it carried over to his senior year, and his body got bigger and he got better. He had 48 block shots, was a school record for us. I mean, we've had years we didn't have 10 block shots because we had 5 guards running around out there.
Right.
But he
makes a difference.
Yeah, and he had a very solid year. Had games where he had double-doubles, a couple of games with that.
Yeah.
And he was a good threat. He could post, and he could also hit. He hit 10 or 15 threes this year too.
Yeah.
So, he did a little bit of everything for us and played good defense.
Yeah.
Those big guys sometimes get picked on for fouls. You can be mugging people up top, and then you go inside and they hold their hands up and they call a foul.
And they blow the whistle.
That's right. And he had a lot of games where it was just ticky-tack fouls, and he got frustrated. But
I know it's got to be frustrating for coaches too.
It is,
sometimes
because
it's like they blow the
way
whistle
they call
before
it.
they do.
Yeah, the way they call it now, it's crazy.
It
Because you
is.
always used to teach, we're going to pressure somebody and get
Yeah.
it, but now you're teaching an arm's length away, and
It's different,
don't
isn't
bump
it?
people on a screen. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
I don't know.
Does it get frustrating?
Yeah, it gets really frustrating. I mean,
Yeah.
it's I think teams shot almost double the amount of free throws we shot this year. I think that's what the stat was.
Really?
Yeah, and we've had games against certain teams that we played zone, they played man, and we somehow committed more fouls than they did. And sometimes that's
That just
on
doesn't
us,
seem
but
right.
but sometimes they'll let a car wreck happen out here, but then they'll call a hand check away from
Yeah,
the ball. And I'm
yeah,
like,
3
that
seconds later.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
be consistent with it. And I don't believe it's the officials' fault. I think it's just what they're told to call. I mean, they keep on changing things, and they always have the changes of the rules and do this and do that, and it puts pressure on the officials. Because
Right.
there's guys in the stands evaluating them, and they're saying, well, rule says you touch this guy and then touch him again, it's a foul no matter
Yeah.
where it's at. And,
Yeah.
it's but you also don't want it to get out of hand and a big brawl take place.
Yeah.
It's hard. I would never be an official, ever.
No, I don't
won't
think
even
I
do it in
would either.
practice. I don't even do it. I let somebody
you
else
don't?
No, I'll let the other guys, assistant coaches, they do it. I don't fool with it.
Well, because you really need to.
I'm
be-
looking at everything, away from
Yeah.
the ball, under the basket, whatever.
Yeah.
So if they start griping about fouls, I just say it's not
Blame
me. It's
them.
on somebody didn't
Blame
call
them.
it. Then I'll say, well, you're not going to get that call at Madison Central or wherever.
Well,
So,
and that is a good
you
teaching
gotta fight
tool.
through it.
You do, because you know what? It's going to happen in real
Yeah.
world. So just
Yeah.
it's for a game, Tom.
That's right.
If it's going to happen at practice, chances are it's going to happen in the game.
It will. You got to
So
fight through
put
it.
your big boy pants on, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Don't complain
We had some
about
technical
it.
fouls this year that cost us some games, but
Some points, yeah.
yeah.
We don't want to go there, do we?
No, well, we had.
I'll let you go there
We
if
had a
you
lot of
want.
technical fouls. I mean, I think we had 10 player technical fouls this year.
Oh, I didn't realize the number
Yeah.
was that high.
Yeah, 30 games we had 10 player technical fouls, and a couple of them weren't much, but then some of them were like, you got to use your head. You got to be smarter than that. So
Yeah.
I think I only had one. That's pretty good. I mean,
I
had one.
Do you usually get more than one?
there's been years I've had 4 or 5, but it's been a few years.
Yeah.
I think I had one the last 2 years, and then the year before that I had 3, I think.
So you're calming. You're
I think
control.
I really was calmer this year for some reason. I mean, I even had, my wife even said, you're a lot calmer, and I'm like, well,
It's age.
Well, it's that, and then
Wisdom.
it was toward the end of the year, and I was like really trying to keep our guys positive and focused because I knew what we could do in the district, and I was like, we're going to stay positive,
Yeah.
no matter how upset I get about something, we're going to stay positive because I really, this group, you can just tell
Yeah.
they needed to be positive, and they would respond. And
if
they
the
did.
leaders losing control,
yeah, that's right.
chances are
Yeah.
they may too.
Yeah.
Because they're going to fight for you.
Yeah.
I think this team really.
They did, and they knew I'd fight for them. And
Yeah.
it was. And when we got beat by Dunbar, I told the guys in the locker room, it wasn't that we lost that game, because I was very proud of them. It's
Yeah.
just that I hated to see our team not play again. And I hated to lose those seniors, because this was a fun group to watch. I don't
Yes.
care if we lost or won, it didn't matter. I mean, you know, we were fun to watch. It was unbelievable how fun we were. I mean, there's been times
would
we were
agree.
down 15, 20 points, come back and win.
You'd come back. Yes.
Always.
Yeah.
We fought so
Which is
hard.
why we were surprised at the model game, because we were like, oh, this will go into overtime.
I did- well, I know,
No,
I did too. I
it's-
did too.
It's be over.
I think our guys were just kind of like, oh no, they're in shock. Well, they're hanging with us, you know.
Yeah.
But
I think we
that's-
were all in shock back
Yeah.
then.
But you know what? The next day, I remember this now. The next day after that, I was tore up. But our guys came into practice, and that was one of our best practices. And I was like, you know what? They made me feel really good
They
about our
did.
team, because they didn't just cry about it and lay down and give up and take that road.
And not have a good practice.
That's
the
right.
next
We had
day.
a great practice, and then, and then we won some more games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
We started out 0-3, I think. Lost to Central by 7, and then lost by 1, I think, to Harlan County, and then lost to a really good North Laurel team. But then I think we won 7 in a row.
Yeah.
6 or 7 in
You
a
went
row.
on a roll there for a long
We did.
time.
We beat McCallie, Tennessee, who was ranked down there, and they had like 5 guys, 6'6" or bigger, and
Yeah.
that was a huge win. They were like 9-0, coming in there ranked in the state of Tennessee, and we beat them. We outplayed them the entire game. We got up 16 points on them, and they came back. But people were pressing us at that time of year, and we were just
Going at
people
it.
couldn't press
Yeah.
us. They really couldn't. Catholic did on that small floor, but that was just one game.
Yeah.
But people were
They
pressing
played
us
on
early.
that small floor for
Yeah,
a reason.
that's right. Well, they were pressing us early, and we were scoring tons of points. Well, then people started just sitting back and zoning us a little bit.
Yeah.
Caused us a little bit of trouble, because we didn't shoot the ball as well as I thought we would this year.
Yeah.
But we adjusted eventually.
So how will you're that many seniors, 5 seniors, it's
Yeah.
going to be challenging next year to replace all of them.
It is, and that's it's not like we're losing just some guys that didn't play or,
Right.
couldn't play, and we were just on
Right.
a team because they were happy to be there. We lost 5 guys that could play,
Yes.
and I think we got a good nucleus coming back. We got two of our guards back, and then we got a JV guard, Sean Short, will jump in and start probably with Michael Jefferson and Caleb, and they're already working and they're getting bigger. Caleb's gained about 11 pounds already.
Already.
hmm Michael's with a personal trainer, I think, 3 times a week, and he's playing on a nice AAU team. And
Yeah.
and then we got 2 kids that are, and our JV team was really good. We beat Catholic, Clark County. We had a good JV team, and we had some guys that are going to have to step in and play.
Yeah,
Nate Eads
they're
and
gonna have to
Landon
move up.
Stacy and Trey McCreath. I think we're going to be deep. I really do.
Mhm.
And I told our guys at Ask, well, you know what? All the other teams around here lost people too. They lost a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe in our guys that are coming in. And we got 2 kids that's going to play next year that didn't play this year, that play baseball. Alec Rogers, about a 6'3" kid that can dunk any way you want him, and he's a nice player. And then a big 6'6" kid, Dalton Gregory, that's hadn't played, but he plays baseball. And he's going to be raw and rough, but by February, he's still going to be 6'6", and we're going to have him playing well.
You're going to need that against
That's right.
Cozart.
Well, he's already mentioned Cozart. I think
Yes.
I think he's friends with him, and he's like, I'm gonna, this
Yeah.
and that.
I say
But-
that, but as well, and some of the viewers may not know, but some of these kids have been playing together, whether it's
Yeah, they do.
all these travel teams
different
or
now.
middle school teams. Yeah.
Yeah, used to you didn't associate with anybody
Yeah.
on the other end of town or
Right.
whatever, but now they all
They all know each
AAU,
other.
Little League,
Yeah.
travel teams, and
Yeah.
now they're all when they're on the court they want to win, of course. And,
Yes.
It's like we play Central. I want to beat them so bad it's unbelievable. But off the court, everything's good.
Right.
I mean, it's wonderful. It's,
Right.
It's a good relationship. But when you're out there, you want to beat their hind end.
Yeah.
Bad. So.
Yeah. I get it. I mean, you got
Yeah.
that fire. You wouldn't be a coach if you didn't have that
No,
fire.
I don't see how anybody can sit over there and not move.
Yeah.
Just
And just sit there.
I will never be able to do that. There's no way.
I guess I'm used to watching you guys. You guys don't do that, so I can't
No, I don't
imagine.
sit, and Alan don't sit. And,
Yeah.
I know a few that kind of sit over there and don't move, and I'm just kind of like, wow.
How can they
Must
do
be
that?
nice, I guess. I
They're
don't
not,
know.
they're not wearing one of those, or it'd be beeping them. Get
That's
up.
right. I don't sit down when I'm
Time to
watching. When I'm watching a
stand.
game on TV, I don't sit down.
You don't.
Not much. I'm up if it's one of my favorite teams or whatever. I'm up. I can't.
Now
sit.
your sons, are they liking basketball? I know they
Oh,
love
yeah.
watching you guys play
Yeah.
basketball. but-
Turner is my 12-year-old. He's playing baseball tonight,
Okay.
but he's a 6th grader, and he played 6th, 7th, and 8th basketball this year, and he's got a really good AAU team.
Now where is he? Fairstown?
He's at Fairstown.
Yeah.
His AAU team, Jeff Shepard coaches them, and they're from there's Ashland and the mountain area and London, and there's players from everywhere.
Yeah.
So, and then he's a nice baseball player too. But then my younger one, Tate, that you probably see running around.
Oh yeah, he's all over the basketball.
Tanner babysits Tate quite a bit. He really does. Tanner's not just my player. He's my babysitter and stuff too. And
But you know what? He is your biggest fan.
yeah, he is.
If there's a call he doesn't like, he is all over it.
Well, he's like that watching games on TV too.
He
goes
is, for
crazy.
real.
Oh yeah, he goes crazy. And we have to tell him to calm down. I mean, but he's a really nice baseball player.
Yeah.
I hope he takes up football.
Get some of that aggression out.
Yes, because he's aggressive. And then, but I think he might play a little bit of basketball this year.
Okay.
Because he's a strong kid, and he's only 9. I can't tell he and Turner's clothes apart hardly. I mean, he's a big boy.
Yeah.
So, he needs to be doing something to release all that energy.
Yeah. I get it. I had girls, but I get it. Mine are flipping all over the house.
Yeah,
So
that's whatever it takes.
yeah.
Yeah.
But mine scream at the TV too, especially when UK is playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're screaming. So we do want to mention, of course, your Jefferson. We want to talk about him because I definitely want to mention that he was elected to the boys' 11th Region All-Tournament team.
Yeah, he had a good game against Dunbar.
Yeah.
He played real well. And we all played real well. I mean, he had a bunch of points.
I would say it wasn't just him.
No, we all played.
Yeah.
We all played
He
really
just
well.
was the standout that day.
He got to the hole good. We did a little different stuff at the end of the season, a little motion stuff that we didn't do earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe it cost us a couple wins, but we didn't care at that point. We wanted to win these last 2. But and it really created some openings for our guards to get in the paint, and get to the hole, and he did that game.
Yeah.
Because even their coach after the game mentioned, well, yeah, we had scouted them or something, but we didn't really look at Jefferson. I mean, he made some statement. They didn't really pay much attention to Jefferson.
So he was a nice little surprise.
Yeah. So I'm sure they were on Tanner, and they knew about Caleb. But Michael, I guess, surprised him.
Yeah.
He had a wonderful game, and when he goes left, he's left-handed. When he goes left, he can get to the hole.
Yeah.
So.
Well, can you imagine if you'd have beat him? It would have been a whole different tournament, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have been. I'd rather beat Central, to tell you the truth.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just because.
Just because they're rivals.
Yeah,
right here.
And I wish our
town.
people at Southern would realize that the regional tournament's bigger than the district.
Yeah.
And it is. It's much bigger.
It is. Right.
But, I guess that's up to us to start, winning a regional game or two and get them to understand that.
Forward.
But, you look in the stands against Central and there's 700 students or 500, whatever it is. I don't know.
Right.
Then we go to the region, there's 50.
That is true.
And I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying, man, that regional tournament, you win 3 games, you're in a Sweet 16.
Yes.
I just,
They just get up for the Central game.
They do, and it's, it's their friends, and it's, our rival and all that stuff.
And they're all on Twitter back and forth.
I know, yeah, I heard all about that.
Yeah.
So, but,
They do it in football, too.
Yeah.
Coach Clark was in here talking about the T-shirts and all that stuff,
but that's good.
for football.
As long as it stays somewhat positive.
Yes,
good.
it has to stay positive.
There has to be some fire about it, but
you got to have some kind of rivalry to get them pumped up for something,
what fun
right?
would it be if it was just everybody's just always happy? You got to be a little bit. You got to go into that game a little bit angry.
Little angry.
So we've lost to them so many districts in a row. So
yeah.
And then you get so close, it kills you.
I think it's 21 now.
It's a lot. It's been a while.
Because that's what we were talking about with Coach Feldhouse on his show.
Yeah.
How many times it is. But you know what? That's their goal, is to keep that number growing.
Yeah,
and your goal is to stop that number.
We almost did.
Next year.
It's almost more painful to lose like we did than lose by 10.
I know. It could, like we said at the beginning of the show, it could have gone either way.
It could have, and it's one play. I mean, I think they scored 5 points in the fourth quarter. We scored 2. I mean, we held them to 5 points.
Right.
3 of them were free throws off that technical situation.
Yeah.
He hit. I guess it was Tariq. He hit 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
And that was the difference. That was the swing. So I think we were up 4 when that happened, and it got cut to 1.
See, I'm trying to go back and think about it too. I was thinking Brockman hit a 3 somewhere in there, but that may have been in the third quarter.
I don't know. I think they may have hit 2 threes, and it was 12, number 12, Begley. I know he hit 2.
There you go. You remember it better than I do. Like I said, I had to go back and look it all back up
I've replayed
today.
it a few times in my head.
It is tough to go back and watch it, isn't it?
I've watched the first half and I quit watching it.
You did?
I won't watch. And Coach Bevins tried to get me to watch the last play, and I didn't watch. Couldn't watch it.
Well, and at that point, why?
I don't. It's kind of like watching a car wreck. I'm not going to do it.
You're not going to do it?
Nope.
Not again.
Never.
I don't blame you.
Not going to do it.
You're moving, but you know what? The bonus to that is you're moving forward.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about next season because I know the style of ball that you guys like to play. We're going to miss those 5 seniors tremendously.
Yep.
And I know you will too.
Oh yeah, big time. But those other guys have to step up.
Yeah.
I think they will. I think defensively we could be really good next year.
Yeah.
Never know what happens.
Now, have you guys had your banquet?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We had a banquet. We had a nice turnout. I think we had 80 some people and players there, and it was nice. The hardest part of that stuff is when the seniors leave.
Yeah.
That last game, it's cutting people's the second worst thing to do. First thing is when the seniors have been with you and they have to leave. I mean, that's just terrible. It's bad. And even Tate, we mentioned. I come out of the locker room and I'm holding his hand. He's crying. He's like, I don't want those guys to leave.
Oh, he's emotional.
I'm sorry. Oh yeah, he's very emotional.
Yeah.
So.
It's a learning
he's close to
experience
him.
for him. Yeah, because he's at practice. He's there.
He's there.
It's like it's his team too.
It is, and those guys love him for the most part.
He probably does feel like he's second in command, I would bet.
Well, he has refereed some of our scrimmages because he actually does a decent job.
Yeah.
He really does. So you'd be amazed at how he knows the game.
Right. I'm sure he does.
And then, like I said, Tanner's his babysitter a lot of times. So
so he's learning from Tanner.
Yep. And even my wife and I, we got an anniversary coming up, and we're like, and Tate was like, what are we going to do? What are y'all going to do? And I said, well, we're going to go somewhere. And he goes, can Tanner keep us? I said, well, we'll see. Maybe.
Yeah. There you go. Some extra cash, Tanner.
We try. Yeah.
Well, you might as well. You know what? They love him.
They do.
What's not to love? Absolutely.
They love him, but they don't have to live with him.
That's right. See, we'll get his dad in here in a few minutes.
Yeah.
So, looking forward to next season, you have to be excited about moving these guys up and those freshmen coming in.
The freshmen coming in, we had a little summer tryout the other day, Sunday, and they're a good group.
Yeah.
There's some size, and there's a couple of ball handlers and a couple kids that can shoot it, and they got a chance to be pretty good.
Yeah.
I told them, I met with them, and I said, you can be kind of like this senior class that's going through. You could be the next class and the junior class coming in that's going to be seniors next year have a nice class too. But I told those 8th graders that they could be the next really good class to come through.
Yeah.
And I think when they're sophomores, a lot of them will have, just based on numbers, what I'm looking at, a lot of them will have to play varsity when they're sophomores.
Oh, okay.
And then there's a couple of classes behind.
They probably like to hear that, though.
Yeah.
They want to hear that.
Well, it's just the truth. They're going to have to do it and get physically ready. And it's kind of like when Tanner and them were freshmen, sophomores. They played the majority of the varsity minutes. They did. Whether they were physically, completely ready or not, they had to do it.
Yeah.
And, it's Mother Nature has to take over and the weight room and all that stuff. So
that's true. Well, and we talked about that, how much they changed in those 4 years.
Yes, they
absolutely.
do. Yeah.
All right, I can't let you go without talking about January 15th. You guys had the doubleheader, and it was the selection of the all-Southern team. You guys had 4 girls, 4 guys.
Yeah.
How fantastic was that evening?
That was great, and the guys that I know, especially 2 of them, they texted me half the night how appreciative they were of that. And it was hard to get down to 4 because there's 4, but you could take 5 more and be right there.
And they're right there close to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to add 1 or 2 each year. I think that's the plan, to add
until
1 or 2
you run out of
guys.
wall space.
Yeah. But by then it'll be a while for that, but I think we're going to add 1 or 2 each year.
Yeah.
And I think I know 3 or 4 that probably are deserving as well that'll come through. But had Tyler Absher. He's in basic training right now in another state. He just moved. Maybe it's Georgia he's at now. I text him every now and then, but they're really restricting their phones. They don't get on the phone much.
Yeah.
And then Carrington Roberts, who played back in 2010. I think he's the boys' all-time leading scorer. And then Ponder, who is a coach at Ferristown.
Yes.
And he's coaching my son. It's amazing how all that stuff goes around.
Yeah.
But he's coaching my son.
That's why they always say never to burn bridges.
Oh no, you try not to. And then Jared Carpenter, who played a long time ago back in it was actually my first year helping at all back in 95, I guess.
Years.
So that was 3 guys that were pretty close to now, and then we had a guy from the past, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But 4 really nice
95,
players.
yeah, that's past.
Really nice players.
Yeah.
So it was a big honor for them, and they were really, I told them, you need to be here. What were they going to do? And I told them about, you get a plaque and all that. But when they put their jerseys up there, it really got to them.
It was a nice touch.
Because it'll always be there.
You guys had a big crowd for that too.
Yeah, we made sure it was during a game where there would be a good crowd. So because they were worthy of that.
It's very special.
Yeah.
Something they'll never forget.
No,
I mean, it was fantastic. I won't forget it. It's such an honor.
Yeah. And people will always come through and look at their achievements and what they've done for us. So.
That's right. Well, did we miss anything that we need to wrap up on our show?
I don't guess. I mean, it was a nice year. It really was.
Yeah.
So those guys are going to be missed, and like I said, to get those guys coming up, got to work hard this summer and try to keep things going.
Well, we're looking forward to next season.
It's here. It'll be here before you know it. It's just a cycle every year.
It's like you take spring break and then you get that little rest, and it's time to move right back into it.
You start it all over.
It is, isn't it?
The schedule's already pretty much done. I mean, summer camps schedule's done. And that'll be here in June, and we'll have dead period, and then we'll be back in school and going right at it.
And you'll start all those new guys. It's like you train them again.
Yep.
New season.
Yeah, this year, everything we said they knew.
That's a bonus.
It was. But next year, with those guys coming in, the 2 guys playing that hadn't played before, it's back to, go through a lot of stuff again and, get them on our page, because those 2 guys that are going to come in and play for us, they don't know any of our stuff that we do. And so this summer is very key for those 2 guys.
Yes.
I don't care what they look like this summer. We got to play them a lot and get them used to what we do.
Yeah. Do you try to get your 2 middle school coaches on board to try to teach them some of your basics
we do.
plays?
I know Foley runs a lot of our stuff. I went over and watched them. They were doing some calls against some things, and then Ponder at Fairstown, and their guys are at our practice often when they're not playing. So that's the thing,
Yeah.
I had to miss some of Turner's games because we're playing on the same night.
Yes.
But when we were practicing maybe late in October from 5 to 7 or whatever, a lot of the Fairstown guys would come over and watch. They would write down, and I'm pretty close to them, and they would text me or call me and say, "Hey, against a 1-3-1, what do we do against this or that?" And I want them to do the things we do so that when we get up there, they hear a call and they know what to do.
Yes.
It's not good when they get up there and they have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah.
That makes a long first year.
That is true, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that can be just
it's very
disheartening
very
sometimes.
True. Yeah.
Makes up for long practices,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Extra long. Well, Coach, like I said, congratulations. It's a great season, and we're looking forward to next season.
Yep. I appreciate you guys doing this, because our kids are always watching the games, and coaches will call or text me and say, "Hey, can I get this tape?" And if it's not downloaded yet, I'll just say, "Hey, it's on YouTube, and you can watch it."
Right.
And even have play-by-play and all
Right.
that. So.
Absolutely. Well, good. Send them our way anytime.
Yep, that's good. Appreciate you all.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And when we come back, Tanner Kidwell will be in the hot seat right after this message.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goble and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net. Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube. We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. Thanks to our other great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby.
Welcome back to MadisonCountySchoolSports.com. I'm Samantha Burford. I am here with Tanner Kidwell. He is the star, and I'm not going to just say about basketball, but I'm going to say the soccer star as well, for Madison Southern. And Tanner, thanks for being with us today.
No problem, thank you.
You've had a long wait sitting over there. He had to let all the coaches go first, so
It's fine.
he's been waiting patiently in the wings. Tanner, you had a great, I'm not going to just say this year, I'm going to say a full run of high school basketball, because it is a basketball show, so let's talk basketball.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I was blessed with great teammates like Griffin, Brandon, Akash, Stacy, and even Andrew Miller, who didn't play this year due to injury. When we first met each other in 6th grade, right there we just clicked together, and
Yeah.
I think that's what really helped us. And even when Michael was in 6th grade and we were in 7th grade, Michael and Caleb, we hung out with him, we hung out with them, because we knew in the later part of our high school basketball career, we're going to need them. We're going to need that team chemistry. So I think that really helped us a lot. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and Coach and I talked about that. You guys have been playing ball together, some of you for a long time.
Yes, ma'am. Me and Andrew actually went to the same elementary school together.
Yeah. So you guys know each other.
Yes,
and you know
ma'am.
how each other, I'm going to dribble right or dribble left.
Yeah.
You know which way it's coming.
Especially
don't
in
you?
practice when we have to go against each other. And, well, he does this move. And
you know
so,
it's coming.
Yeah.
But he probably knows your moves too,
Oh, yeah.
right?
They all know. Yes, ma'am.
And I think Coach gave you such a compliment earlier and said that you were he's never had anyone on his team that's hustled quite like you. And I think it's just something that you're born with. You guys, of course I wasn't there watching you during practice, but he said during practice and at ball games, you were always hustling. And you'd out-hustle everybody.
Yes, ma'am. What really played a big part was beginning of 6th grade year when I started getting really interested in playing sports and wanting to go to college and focusing on grades so I can get into college. I think my brother, he told me in the summertime, he was like, nothing's going to get handed to you. So you need to work hard, and that's what people will remember you by, not somebody that just got it because of skill. You want to show your younger kids that you can really, it's not all about just skill, it's about hard work.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that's a wonderful life lesson that you're teaching those freshmen, sophomores, even the juniors. I mean, don't you hope that you're leaving that kind of legacy?
Yes, ma'am. And I know that me and Griffin were the team leaders this year, but I know that we may have yelled at them and gotten on to them, but I hope that they understand it wasn't because we're mad at them. It's
Right.
because we wanted to see them succeed, like when we were seniors, Tyler Abshear,
Yeah.
and Michael Rothmill wanted to see us succeed.
Yeah. I think your hustling as well kind of gets you a little ribbing from the other teams, not
Yeah.
just Central, but some of the other teams as well. You get it on Twitter quite a bit, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
They like to just poke you, don't they?
Yes, ma'am. I try not to. I'll retweet it and favorite it, but
Yeah. You're a pretty good sport about it.
yeah, I really do. I know it's a rivalry, and
Yeah.
some of those kids I grew up with playing Little League baseball,
Yep.
Little League basketball, soccer. So I know that they don't mean it. They
Yeah.
just want to try to
They're
get in
trying
our
to-
head.
They're trying to do this number and get you a little fired up. But truth be told, it's probably working the opposite way.
Yes, ma'am. I actually feed
mentally,
off of it.
Yeah, I was going to say, they didn't realize all that. So,
Yes.
Okay, so like I said, you're not only a basketball star, but a soccer star. You're going to want to play college sports. Do you know where you want to go?
As of right now, I'm still undecided. I'm looking into multiple schools, but I definitely don't want to play. I want to specify on one sport
Okay.
because I want to focus on academics and time to study and really put my mind to that one sport so I can show the coach, hey, I do have ambition. I do have. I just want to play that one sport and have my mind on to it.
Do you have the one sport picked?
Um,
Can you give us that?
There's about 55, 45 maybe. It's leaning towards more soccer.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
That would have been my guess, because
Yes,
that
ma'am.
seems to be always your passion. I mean, but you're good at both. So
I love
really,
both, and
yeah,
I just love winning. That's really
Yeah.
And this year especially being in the 100 goal club, and I can't really say I did it on myself. I know it looks good individually, but even in soccer, I had good teammates. I had very good teammates in basketball. That's why I scored 1,000 points in 4 years, because I just played with really good teammates and really good people.
and that's very kind of you, because you can't do it alone. Basketball is not
It's a team
single
sport.
It really
Yes,
is.
ma'am.
And that's very kind of you. So, as far as this season goes, was there a game that you really are like passionate about and your favorite?
Honestly, there's not one, but if I had to say a time, it'd probably be Christmas break, because that's when we played our best basketball.
Okay.
That's when
I was not expecting you to say that.
yeah, that's when we played our best basketball. I think we only lost one game maybe during Christmas break.
Yeah.
And we only lost that because of foul trouble. And that was to Whitley County, which we should have won.
You guys were on a nice roll there for a long time.
Yes, ma'am. I knew when we started this season out 0-3. Me and Griffin told our team we can't hang our heads.
Yeah.
We're just getting started.
Yeah.
And then I guess that's when they realized, hey, we're our brother's keeper. So we took like a 9-game winning streak, 10-game,
Yeah.
and then we just played really well.
Yeah. Are you sore at all? Do you have any? Yeah. As much as you hustle, you have to have some knee aches, ankle pain, something.
My knees kind of hurt, but that's from growing still.
Yeah.
And my ankles
You're
hurt
running
from-
miles out
Yeah.
there on the soccer field, so
Yes, ma'am.
I can't imagine.
But if I didn't have sports, I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah.
I just love them.
Well, that's why you got to make a decision, I guess, pretty soon, right?
ma'am.
Do you have a goal on the date that you want to sign?
Not really.
No.
I'm just waiting until there's a school that just really just pops up.
Yeah.
There's been schools here and there for, yeah, we want you to come. If you commit right now, I'll da-da-da-da-da. And
Yeah.
it goes for both sports, but I just want to take it. I have so much time to be a senior and be a kid. I just want to
Yeah.
enjoy it while it
Sounds like
lasts.
you're going to be doing some babysitting.
Yes, ma'am.
And for all those that
Yes, ma'am.
just watch Coach Buttery's show, I think his boys are they favor you.
Yes, ma'am. I really enjoy giving back, and I really enjoy keeping Tate and Turner. They're like little brothers to me, and they know
Yeah.
they text me on a daily basis.
Do they?
Yes, I gave them my number. They text me on a daily basis.
Oh, there's your mistake. You gave them your number.
No, it's fine, because they'll ask me, when are you coming to babysit us? Or Turner will ask me something
Yeah.
with basketball, and I know Turner, Buttery, he told me during the season, he said, Turner really looks up to you.
Yeah.
And that,
They do.
coming from a kid, an 18-year-old kid, that's just like saying I just won the
Yeah.
lottery, because I know now I'm not playing for myself, but I'm also playing for younger kids.
They're watching every move you make.
Yes, ma'am.
There's a lot of little boys at every home basketball. Well, I'm sure in a way. But they're always up there in the stands, running around. They're playing basketball, and they're watching the whole thing. They got to be some fans
Yes.
of yours, I'm sure.
I think our biggest fan, like Coach Buttery said, is Tate.
Yeah, yeah.
He's at every practice.
He doesn't
and-
miss anything, does he?
No.
No. He's adorable.
Oh, yeah.
He's adorable. You're going to have a lot of fun with him this summer.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Guys will have a good time. You have to take them to the pool, get some of that energy out.
Well, they'll get in the pool. I'm not much of a swimmer. I don't know how to swim, so.
You got to at least float around.
Yeah.
You can get in the kiddie pool with them and let's float around with them.
Yes,
But they
ma'am.
might talk you into jumping off the diving board.
I don't know.
Jump, go to the side.
Yeah.
You won't even do that?
I don't know.
All right, you'll have to.
I'll just stick on ground.
Okay.
I'll just
You're
stick.
safer there.
Yeah.
With cleats and basketball shoes
Oh, yeah.
on. Safer with shoes. Safer with tennis shoes,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
should say. All right. Well, anything else that we need to talk about? We want to thank coaches and parents.
I'd like to thank Coach Simmons.
You do, and that's a joke because well, no, it's not a joke because we do want to thank Coach Simmons. But when Brianna Lanham was in here, she of course thanked Coach Buttery. So we're doing the opposite now.
But not only Coach Simmons, I'd like to thank the coaching staff for giving me a chance to be able to be a part of such a great team. I know when I was a freshman, they kept saying, just wait till your junior year, just wait till your senior year. And that's really what we all did. We kept into the program, we gave our all. And not only to my coaches, but my friends and my family, especially my mom and dad, driving me to places, driving me to Chicago or for
Yeah.
AAU. And then my brother has a big part of not only for my recruiting, but also for like getting me to games, getting me to practices, showing me workout videos, working me out. I work out probably every day with him, and just knowing that he's there and he'll always be there, even though I could go to California for college, and I know that he'll always be my number one fan.
Yeah.
And that's a great feeling.
That is, isn't it?
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
do you really want to go that far away? I don't want you to go that far away, and I'm guessing your parents don't want you to go that far away.
I think my parents and Wes, I think whatever's best for me, they don't care about the distance.
All right.
Because they'll still be able to come to the games.
Yeah, they'll be FaceTiming.
Oh, yeah,
You'll
every
be
night.
forever on the FaceTime right there in your
Every
face.
night.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you're such a fine young man, and congratulations on such a well-deserved season.
Thank you.
That Dunbar loss was hard, but it was just so close.
Yeah.
Just think
It's
how much
just-
that season would have changed if they'd have been knocked
Oh, yeah.
out.
We would definitely. I mean, our boys, me and Griffin said we can't give up. This is, especially to the senior boys, when we saw somebody down or they weren't having a good day, we really emphasized, well, we have to cheer them up.
Yeah.
And so, knowing that we had each other's backs and they would fight when we were fighting,
Yeah.
really just made it a spectacular season.
Yeah. It really was.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, like I said, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks for being in the hot seat with us today. It's been
No
a lot of
problem.
fun.
No
Thanks for
problem.
waiting. I know you were the last one to go today.
It's fun. I'm just ready for my coffee.
There you go.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
late at night.
Ah.
You probably got studying to do.
A little bit.
A little. Just a little. It's
Yes,
close
ma'am.
to the end of the year, so May 20th will be here before you know it.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks again for being here.
Thank
and
you.
thank you for watching. And until next season, thanks for watching MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.